The ACM Awards are supposed to be country music's big glamorous night, but every now and then, between the standing ovations and sparkle, something happens that makes the whole room go just a little stiff. And those are the moments people remember most. Let's start with one of the strangest detours the ACMs have ever taken. Back in 2009, producers somehow decided the show needed David Copperfield in a cowboy hat, dramatically making Taylor Swift appear on stage.
They wanted me to magically introduce one of your greatest stars.
Why? Great question. It was flashy, theatrical, and so over the top it stopped feeling exciting and started feeling awkward fast. The trick itself was not even the main issue. It was the vibe. Suddenly, the ACM Awards looked less like country music's biggest night and more like a very confused Vegas act. Then came 2012, and things got awkward in a completely different way. Ashton Kutcher came out in full country costume, sang part of George Strait's I Cross My Heart, and immediately had people wondering whether he was paying tribute to country music or quietly making fun of it.
Give all I've got to give to make all your dreams come true.
Miranda Lambert definitely was not convinced. She tweeted, "Was Ashton Kutcher making fun of country, or is it just me?" Ashton later said he was not mocking country at all, but by then the damage was done.
So this is my band, Luke, TJ.
And then there was Rascal Flatts in 2014, one of the few times an awards show rumor got worse because it turned out to be true. After their performance of Rewind, viewers immediately started asking the obvious question: were they lip syncing? And the answer was yes. Gary LeVox had lost his voice, they did not want to cancel, and they made a last-minute call to use a track. To their credit, they owned it.
Vegas, there's a thing called Vegas throat. You know, it is so dry that it's just ridiculous. I mean, it was terrible.
They even joked that they had never done it before and were obviously not very good at it.
But we'd like to issue our formal apology right now.
Yeah.
Ready?
You rolling?
In light of the recent events at the ACM Awards,
Which was probably the right response because by then everybody had already noticed.
we'd like to say that we will never again lip sync in an awards show. And for anybody that was offended by that, we sincerely apologize. And
The cringe got more personal in 2017. Sam Hunt took his performance of Body Like a Back Road into the crowd and sang the final verse sitting next to his fiancée, Hannah Lee Fowler. Isn't it romantic?
On the highway to heaven, headed south of a smile. Get there when we get there.
In reality, it looked like one of those public serenades that is only really fun for the person doing it. Hannah seemed visibly uncomfortable being pulled into the spotlight, and that was exactly what made it so awkward. It was sweet in theory, but a lot less comfortable in practice. Then the ACMs gave us another painfully public couple moment in 2018. While performing Woman All Men, Dierks Bentley headed into the audience and went in for a big kiss with his wife, Cassidy Black. She did eventually go with it, but not before looking surprised and more than a little caught off guard. It was supposed to be a sweet husband moment. Instead, it turned into one of those PDA scenes where everybody watching starts looking for somewhere else to look. Miranda Lambert brought a different kind of awkwardness in 2019, the X kind. During a medley, she changed the lyric in Little Red Wagon from I Live in Oklahoma to
I got the hell out of Oklahoma and I've got
Blake Shelton, her ex-husband, was in the crowd, and since he is very famously from Oklahoma, nobody had to work too hard to understand the subtext. Maybe it was a joke, maybe it was a jab. Either way, it was exactly the kind of line that makes a room tighten up for a second. And then came 2020, when Blake Shelton turned a basic safety message into a cringe-worthy moment. The ACMs had been delayed because of the pandemic, so he was supposed to tell viewers to stay safe. Instead, he told them to
stay safe, everybody. We love you. I said stay safe.
He He fixed it right away, but obviously that did not save him. Blake and Gwen Stefani both had fun dragging the moment online later. Once you accidentally invent a phrase like "say Stace" on camera, you may as well commit to the bit. And that is the thing about the ACM Awards. The big wins are nice, the performances are polished, but the moments people really cling to are usually the ones that go just a little off the rails. Because once country glamour collides with live TV awkwardness, it becomes impossible not to watch. And sometimes the awkward moments don't just become memes, they become part of a bigger story. Because that "say Stay" slip up in 2020 wasn't just a funny live TV mistake, it was also a reminder of how much Blake Shelton's life had changed by then. A few years earlier, he was coming out of a devastating divorce, and the last person he expected to help him heal was a pop superstar sitting beside him on The Voice. After their devastating divorces, pop princess Gwen Stefani and country music star Blake Shelton never expected to fall in love again so quickly. They were also surprised by how strong their connection was. While going through one of the toughest periods of their lives, the two musicians healed each other using their hearts, experiences, and values. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani met when they worked as co-judges in the singing competition The Voice in 2014. During that first year, the music stars didn't speak a lot. Everything changed a year later when Blake and his wife, Miranda Lambert, announced their divorce. Blake was understandably devastated. What he didn't expect was that this split would allow him to connect with who would become the love of his life. When he told his workmates that he was divorcing, Gwen's reaction shocked the singer. In an interview with Billboard magazine, Shelton explained that the pop star had huge tears in her eyes. Later, Stefani approached him and said, "I'm going through something very similar to what you're going through. I understand, and I hate it." Gwen hadn't announced it yet, but she was also going through a divorce herself. After 13 years and 3 kids together, she and singer Gavin Rossdale were splitting. Gwen's inner turmoil caused by her breakup allowed her to understand what Blake was going through. The two started a friendship and began talking more and more. They also started texting. "Next thing I know, I wake up and she's all I care about. And I'm wondering if she feels the same about me," Shelton told Billboard magazine. The voice coach then explained how much the singer helped him by saying, "Gwen saved my life." Of course, she understood what it was to divorce another high-profile musician. Then there's cheating allegations on both sides. Thanks to his friendship with Stefani, Shelton started feeling better. In October 2015, the country star told the CMT Hot 20 Countdown that he was in a good place. The vocalist also said, "It's amazing how quickly life can turn around for you," and mentioned that some cool things had happened. Was he alluding to his bond with Gwen? Fans were also starting to notice the chemistry between the soon-to-be boyfriend and girlfriend. A few days after Blake's interview, the Voice judges made an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Shelton and Stefani performed a hilarious cover of Drake's single Hotline Bling, and viewers noticed the chemistry between them. Fans started wondering if the two stars were dating. Finally, after weeks of speculation and to the delight of their fans, the pair confirmed that they were together. Shelton's rep confirmed the relationship to E! News. Of course, the couple's recent exes found out about their romance. An anonymous informer told News that Miranda Lambert was not surprised to hear about it. They were always pretty flirty, they said. The duo's love continued blossoming. And the great news was the singers didn't only work as a pair, they also did as a family. Gwen's sons adored Blake so much that on the opening night of Stefani's Vegas residency, her son Apollo was sitting on the country singer's lap. A source told Us Weekly that the boys and Blake were smitten with each other and really looked like a family. For them, Shelton had become a father figure. In 2020, the coronavirus quarantine shook the whole world, and the musicians were not an exception. The couple quarantined together. For many, this would be a recipe for disaster, but Blake and Gwen's love grew even stronger. The Lovebirds even found inspiration to release their song, Happy Anywhere. The song's lyrics go, "I could be happy anywhere with you." It seems like their love can endure anything. After all these grand gestures and their amazingly strong bond, it's no surprise that Blake finally popped the question. In October 2020, the couple announced their engagement on Instagram. Sometime later, Shelton revealed some details on the Bobby Bones show. The singer confessed that he kept the engagement ring in his truck's door compartment. He was very scared the ring would fall off the compartment, but he preferred to keep it there since he was waiting for the right moment to propose. "Thank God I didn't lose the ring," the country star added. In July 2021, the couple tied the knot. The intimate ceremony was held at Shelton's ranch, where he had built a small chapel for the occasion. The wedding had a country and camp aesthetic that perfectly reflected the couple's different styles. Since their wedding, the couple has settled into married life. In an interview on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Gwen said, "This couple is proof that love can come when one least expects it. Not only can it help you heal a broken heart, but it can make you the happiest you've ever been." Here at Rumour Juice, we hope Gwen and Blake can continue being the best example of how healing love can be.